Hello, everyone. My name is Cassandra, and welcome to my temple. Today, I want to talk about being empowered in your process. Hold on, let me turn this around so I can look you in the eye. I'm coming from this perspective because I am a small YouTuber and I really want to be a bigger YouTuber, uploading a video every single day, recording, editing, uploading, recording, editing, uploading. And in this practice, there is this story that's coming up that's like, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. It is embarrassing to have so few subscribers, to have videos out that don't have a lot of views, that get 1 or 2 likes, to have this all be seen by people I know. I've seen this in other people, and I've recognized it within myself that everybody goes through an ugly duckling phase. Everybody has an ugly duckling phase. And this is something that my teacher at drama school told me, that every character you embody as an actor will go through its ugly duckling phase. You don't fully understand your character in the read through. You have to sit with your character. You have to embody the character in rehearsals. You have to see what comes up naturally in the process when you are in the scene with your scene partners. There is always an ugly duckling phase of your character. And when we're in that phase in a production, it can be really easy to be hard on yourself. There is an ugly duckling phase for every single aspect of your life. There is an ugly duckling phase for your style. There is an ugly duckling phase for your makeup. Always going to be an ugly duckling phase before you turn into that swan. And it's just because when you start out at something and you don't have those hours put in, you're going to be in an ugly duckling phase, and it's not anything to be ashamed of. Coming into my own on camera and putting myself out there is scary and vulnerable. There's also this reel that I sent my boyfriend. I don't know if it was a reel or just like a meme. I'll put it somewhere on the screen so that you guys can see it. Like, everybody goes through a cringe, ugly duckling phase before they turn into that swan, before they really embody themselves fully. And being pre-success or pre-swan is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, but it's what makes you into the person you want to be. It's what makes you into the swan. It's going through these hard times. It's through going through adversity. It's from getting frustrated and not wanting to do it and doing it anyway that eventually gets you to the place that you want to be. That is the work that makes you great. I just want to say that it's so important to treat yourself well in your ugly duckling phase. To know that it is a phase, it is not who you are. Pre-success is not failure. Yes, I'm in a phase right now. It's frustrating as hell. I really want to feel the satisfaction of feeling like a swan, but right now I'm still figuring things out. And there are so many stories that even come up about that, like, I should be a swan by now. But like, that kind of attitude doesn't feel good. I don't like that kind of attitude. I should be a swan by now. I'm not trying to be ungrateful. I know I'm supposed to be an ugly duckling right now because of how I treated my YouTube channel in the past, like as a hobby, only uploading like a few times a year. I have to take accountability for that. I could have been working hard for the past few years, but I haven't. I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring out a way to stay true to myself, and to keep going. So I guess this video is really just about, like, your ugly duckling phase is not a sign of failure. Hang in there. It's a process, and it's an important process. Being in this phase is what creates the swan. How you treat yourself in the ugly duckling phase is how you become a swan. And if the more beautiful you want to be, the more beautiful you treat yourself. You know what I mean? If you feel good, you look good. And that's what I keep reminding myself every time before I hit that record button, is it's more about how I say things and not what I say. The words just don't come out sometimes. I listen back to myself and I go, wow, I'm really not as articulate as I want to be. I have a lot of ideas, but sometimes they get jumbled in my head and I have a hard time saying them. I have a hard time articulating my ideas. I stumble a lot. I stumble over my words a lot. I say things clumsily, and then I listen to Mehdi Hassan or Zoran Mamdani, and I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are so articulate, and I have such a hard time saying my words. I have such a hard time articulating my ideas, and it's just something I'm going to continue working on. I've noticed in the editing process of making my YouTube channel, and this is one of the reasons why I love having a YouTube channel, it's because I get to look at myself and really understand where I can improve. And having a hobby or any kind of project where you are forcing yourself to improve, that's what life is about. You have to have things in your life that you are constantly improving on. What I'm trying to say is, I'm constantly improving myself as a YouTuber. This could be a long process. This can take a while, but I'm committed to it because I really like this process. I really love improving myself in all the ways I possibly can. And if you're interested in that kind of stuff, I highly recommend you subscribe to my channel, and we can be on this journey together. I don't find a lot of YouTubers who are sharing their growth process, and I just want to be like your internet buddy that you check in with. If you're like me and you love growing, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I'll see you somewhere on the internet. That's not my line, that's Evelyn from the internet's line. But anyway, I think that's all I have to say. I will see you in the next video. Bye.